Ooh, little owls, how's everybody doing today? Welcome to the stream. Hey there, Casey, how you going? I'm a little late because I had to make some tea. It's super hot today and I forgot to make a drink, so I was here like, uh-oh. Need to hydrate, I need tea, so I'm a little late today. I'm sorry. But, emergency drinks, emergency. Needed tea. Yeah, but how you doing? I mean, it's a good tea. It's a good apple lemon tea. Very, very good. And cold. I might add. It's a cold tea. Good thing that I had some cold brew tea here. That is like working. Because if I had to brew like normal tea and then like put that in the fridge until it's cold, that would have taken forever, right? Finally got PC and stuff. Ooh, congrats. Now you're free to do what you want, finally. I mean, yeah, so the last few days have been a little milder, but since like yesterday again, it's hot again, so what can I say? I'm suffering. Other than that, I'm pretty busy, like, in what I have to do, actually. I have so many things on my schedule, actually, to have done. It's not even funny. But I did find time on the weekend to, get the Genshin Abyss done, that reset. And I did pretty well, I might add, so that was a surprise. A welcome change for once. I did not suffer for days on end, but I just got it done on Sunday. I don't know, either I'm getting better or this one was not as bad as the previous ones. Probably the later, I would add. No, but other than that, today we're doing some talking. Other than that, I still have a tiny adventure that is taking about 2 hours. At least that's what the web says. Also, I changed back to the beta version of my VTubing program, and I'm not sure it's working quite right. Seems a little off sync. Well, we'll see. Don't know what's up with that. Maybe it's just random. I have been trying out a few other programs like the last few days. Because I may wanted to switch up to a different one. So maybe it just looks weird because the other ones had like the tracking different, you know. So this one does not seem as accurate. Is that about correct? Need to figure out modding for Minecraft now. What do you mean? Do you mean applying mods? Or do you mean making mods? Because making mods is really harder than actually like only applying them. Some of my tracking really is off today. This seems so wrong. Give me a second. I need to restart the program. I am trying the non-beta version. Maybe that one is better. Probably not, but I'll still try. Applying. Barely know how to use a PC. Which version of Minecraft are you playing? Like, is it the Windows version, or is it the Java version, or are there any other versions? Like these two. 1.7 Java. Well, on Java, I'm not having much idea on how to apply mods. I know for the Windows version, you just put in packages in the folder, and then you have to import them and turn them on in the settings. Java, it has been too long since I played on the Java version of Minecraft to know. But I think there you had to kind of like do it manually and it was not in packages. My tracking is still off. I don't know what is happening today. Maybe it's VC Fizz that's having a problem. No, doesn't matter. I'll stick with this. It's the only thing I can do. Game crashed? Has it done that before? Is this the first time that you're trying to start it? Or did it work before? Just random? Because sometimes mod that you install can crash the game. It's really a weird thing. I can't say I'm like too over modding stuff I play, but sometimes I use a few mods on the things I play. Crashed when I started a world. Unmodded 1.7. Yeah, as I said, it's been forever since I played the Java version. I know the Java version has more mods, I think, because it has been out for longer. But actually, I prefer the Windows version because it's just performing so much better, you know? For me, that is an important fact. That it's like easier to handle. But I don't know, could be a settings issue. Other than that, I don't know. Minecraft, but usually it just lags AF. Seems like my mouth tracking is somehow stuck today. Also, why is VTuber Plus again? Doubling the music? Is that happening? Really? Could it be that my music is being doubled? This is so bizarre. Wait, I need to open up my own stream and listen. Give me? Yeah, there should be music in the background. Wait, give me a second. I'm quickly gonna mute the music. And I'm gonna... that is weird. I think it is doubling the music. Okay, wait. When the calibration is wrong on like every single one that I do, how about I do the new version? Because I think that at least wasn't doubling the... Wait, why am I hearing myself now? There we go. So that's stream open. Why doesn't 1.8 work out but 1.7 not? 120 worked really well. I have no idea. As I said, the Java thing was always kind of like picky on if it worked or not, or if things worked with it or not. It was always a very performance problemo, for me at least. The only thing I couldn't really get used to in the beginning is like the UI looking a little different in the Windows version. But with time, I got the hang of it. I changed it up so it looks the way I want it. But nowadays, I'm not having that much time for playing Minecraft anymore. Back in the day, it's still doubling the music. I'm going insane. Well, I'm guessing I have to do it like this. Yeah, I have to do it like this. Otherwise, I have double the music. I don't think modding Bedrock is a thing, though. I am playing on the Windows version, and I do have a few mods. I know that there are less mods, but there are some mods. They're just harder to find. I, for example, had a mod that changes like enemy behaviors. And I had this mod because I was actually like playing a Minecraft game with my family at that point, and I only wanted to show them like how the game works. But they didn't want to play on creative because that sounded too boring. They also wanted fighting. But they didn't want creepers to blow up the stuff that they created. So I had to get a mod that was disabling the explosions for it. Not the explosions themselves, they could still kill you, but the explosion on like the blocks for the creepers for this playthrough. So we could play together. So therefore I know that there are mods, it's just not that many. That's for sure. I mean, for me it was comfortable enough with the things that I could do. That's a game rule, not a mod. I'm not sure. Is that not a mod? Maybe it's not the same. I'm sorry. I thought that was modded. As I said, I didn't need much change from the vanilla, except for texture and... well, this enemy behavior thing. Basically. I think everything else I left untouched. So, what do I know? I know there's like lots and lots of mods for Minecraft that only work in the Java edition though, so feel free to explore, because I got no idea. Yeah, I know what mods are, and I did download it. I did download it back. It was a mod pack that I downloaded. It was at least called a mod pack. I know what mods are. I freaking made mods, but for other games than Minecraft, I might add. So I don't know. Maybe it was mistitled. Mob craving is a game rule you can change? Well, not when I was playing on the Windows version. There was no rules to actually like change up at that time. It was very, very basic back then. But as I said, that was probably like 5 years ago or something, or even longer. I don't know when that was. Forever ago. So things might have changed since I was playing. I know back then you had to get this package, otherwise it wouldn't work. Because nothing was implemented. Down, 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 down. That's weird. I mean, that's the way it was. That's the way it freaking was. But yeah, my experience with Minecraft is like very little. Like, I played like this one time with my family, as I said, and before that, like alone for a while. Like just a little casual. I'm not much on the whole like modding part. Even the creative part, like at some point you're just done with being creative, you know. I'm better in being creative in other ways than Minecraft. I'm not sure. It's just too blocky. It is restricting my workflow with being blocky. But yeah, not bad. Just not mine after a while. It's funnier if you actually play it with people you know, but nobody actually wants to play with me anymore that I know, so... The only time I really play Minecraft is survival and never by myself. Yeah, I think one of the things that makes Minecraft interesting is actually like playing with other people, like seeing things unfold. There is many people though that just go into creative and they just build the wildest things, but that isn't for me. I just don't have the patience. You can do a lot of stuff with it, but honestly, I rather like do stuff like more higher quality in Blender if it's like for 3D stuff, and for 2D I'm just rather go into a painting program and get normal brush strokes. It's just not my medium, creating a lot of stuff in Minecraft. It's fun to look at it though. You can see like these compilation videos where people show off the stuff that they like recreated or created. I especially find it always funny what people make that is like automated. Like I saw lots of things. But for example, making whole printers in there and stuff. It's impressive for sure, but I just wouldn't have like the time and patience to do something like that. I just don't know. I'm a goal-oriented person. If I do something that's taken a long while, there must be a goal that I'm pursuing. And being creative, as I said, I can be better in other mediums, so I don't know. Never really applied much. But survival is kind of nice. At least with others. At that time, I was playing a lot of different survival games with people. But nowadays, nobody's really interested anymore. I got the feeling that people are more into playing either PvP games or MMOs, like daily solo grind games, basically. Not a lot of people enjoy a good old co-op survival session anymore. It's really a shame. But what can you do? I guess there is nothing I can do. God, it's so warm. Dying. Not that much on PC. You know why? Not much of a PC player. Did I get that right? Funny thing is I'm mainly a PC player. The only thing else I basically like own is like Nintendo products like Switch. And before that, DS and stuff. I just never been a person to like own the big console things. So I kind of always have been a PC person. But that comes with me also being relying on the PC for work reasons, so I had to have one. You know. And if you're already having a PC, you get the more gaming related parts. If you have to get parts in the first place, and then, well, if it's there. Hey there, Kappa, how you doing? Almost finished half of my cup already. There you can see how hot it is. Amount of liquid consumed equals heat. But yeah, I'm definitely more of a PC gamer. Even the few things that I play like on handheld are like limited, very, very much limited. PC just is my home. I don't know why. Having a keyboard and a mouse makes me feel happy. Probably it's just a thing of getting used to stuff. But I don't know, when I play with controller for too long, for example, I'm having hand cramps, so it's not the best for me. I don't know. I may be gripping too hard. Whereas with mouse and keyboard, I can just like lay my hands on top of them, so it's not as straining for my fingers, for my wrist, I don't know. You get what I mean. VTuber Plus is still copying the sound. I deactivated the music sound in OBS because VTuber Plus is picking it up anyways. Weird, but that's how it is. As I said, I have no idea why that is. I'm guessing Minecraft is just weird. I also have already installed the adventure game, so I'm ready to go whenever you feel like it. When we run out of topics. I just can't stop. It's a constant flow of tea today. Just to live. Bam, 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 bam. Something is still up with my mouth tracking today. It's just not looking correct. But I have all the lights on in my room, so that should not cause a problem. I don't know why that is. It's weird. Maybe it's just me. Imagination. After I tried all these other programs out, I think I found one that I would be happy with to like switch to. But I can't say it has better performance or less glitches, but it has more features if I set it up correctly. Which is a good thing, right? At the end of the day. I guess it would be an idea. I've seen that the glitches here also don't seem to get fixed somehow. I did make a report on all the stuff, but it's hard. Fixing things is hard, I know. It will probably take forever until this is fixed. Yeah, I'll say we start with the game. I'm out of topics. I don't want to bore anybody. Must be the heat, but I'm not really entertaining today, I know. There we go. Setting stuff up. Hey, the game does give me... Yeah, okay, we're gonna play in English, right? The stream is in English, otherwise we might have problems with people understanding. Volume. I need to get the thing into OBS first. Game. Yeah, I remember. I had to copy for the other game. We can remove that now. Hopefully this one will work. Hey there, Bimbok. I'm getting things set up. Give me a second. I really hope the sound is not doubled on this one. That would be inconvenient. If not, we're gonna just turn it off again. There we go. That worked, that worked, that worked. Okay. Let's see if I can do a switcheroo over here. That's the wrong one. How about this? Is this good? Is this okay? And I just need to deactivate my music, because we're gonna get in-game music. At least I hope so. Need to just turn it on, otherwise we'll not hear anything. Clues? I turn clues on or off. Are clues needed for this game? I think I just leave everything at 100%. So far, the music doesn't seem overly loud. In fact, it seems a little quiet, even though I have everything at 100%. There's no way for me to turn it any louder, though. Well, I guess we just have to live with it that way. Okay, let me switch the category. There we go. I hope you like the game. Perfect combination of low budget trash made with love and effort. So basically, it's like me. So don't expect too much. I am not expecting anything today. I am, how you say it? My head is mush because of all the heat. Everything is better than just sitting here doing nothing. So I don't see the problem. Let me just refill my teacup before we start. So I don't know if I have the opportunity. I probably have to pay attention. Seeing as is it adventure. Do I need to pay attention if there are different endings? Can I butcher this? Also, by the way, there we go. Camera is reset. I haven't seen the English originals from it's German. I was thinking about switching it to the German version, but then I remembered I have the stream on English, and people are probably gonna get weirded out if I put it on German, right? Especially if I talk over it in English, right? You can bumble all the way. That's good. Great. I'll bumble. I bumble through it. The Lost Family. Whose family is lost? Everybody's? Okay. How about we get things started? Trying to get into thinking mood. We'll go. It can't even continue because I didn't make any saves yet. We'll just press new game regardless. There we go. Markus is a young photographer without any family who just wants to do his job. He lives from coffee to coffee and drives his boss crazy. Or the other way around. So lately he is haunted by terrible nightmares. In each of them appears the same woman. In his mind, just affected by the murders he's been reading about in the newspaper? Or is there more to it? The following days will change his life forever. It's easy, it's a ghost. It's a ghost. I say it's a ghost. First guess, we're dealing with a ghost. Haunting. As long as I can't get nobody killed, I think we're safe. Is that just a thing you do, walking alone through the woods? The last time I done that is when I was very small. See, it's a ghost. I told you it's a ghost. It's 100% a ghost. No person moves this fast. Okay. Oh, this was the dream. Wait, no. I'm confused. Why are we here now? And where are we? Oh. We're summoning Satan, that's what's happening. No, I don't know these symbols. But I think that's a witch circle, right? I think I read about something like this. If you have to deal in with a ghost, you better go to church to be protected or what? I'm confused on what's happening. I think it's a dream where we can teleport. Both of these are nice options. But I think if we could teleport, he would not be working as a photographer, right? It's a dream. Newsflash, it's just a dream. Aww. I'm not sure about you, but my dreams are not quite as nice. Not quite as trippy. More trippy on a different end of things than this. The question is, what does the dream have to do with the plot? I'm trying to analyze things, but it's hard. The amazing pictures from rooftops you could take if you could teleport. It depends on how the teleport works. You could also like go into places where you're not allowed and take pictures, like for the newspaper. Would be filthy rich by then.
Damn nightmares.
That's how I wake up from nightmares. Definitely going out like this. No. Am I the only one when they wake up from a nightmare, they'll just like open their eyes and they're like, oh well, and then close them off again? Also, I'm not getting up that fast, like instantly. Ooh, I'm allowed to do stuff. I can examine my phone, I'm guessing. Or am I playing from like ghost perspective? Is that a bat in the background? Walk. And now I'm not walking out of here. I want to look at the phone first. Examine phone. Should probably record us. Oh, I just took the phone. I wanted to see what's inside the phone.
You don't want to know what's in there.
I do. I do.
You don't want to know what's in there.
Okay, I won't pry. How do I go back out of the screen? Like this? Hold space to see interaction points. Use right mouse click to open mobile phone. Enable clues for item placement. Wants to steal the condoms. You put your condoms in there? Okay. Oh, that's my phone. This is save. This is settings, but what is the rest? Let's do save first. Okay. That's settings. Clues I have on. This is journal. Coffee. First order of the day. I need coffee. Apparently. This is my inventory. I have a trusty camera. Let's make a photo of the nightstand just in case. No? Okay.
I'm not done here yet.
Oh, this is map, I understand, so I can leave. Understand every realistic task list. Motivation clear. Okay, next room.
Coffee.
Yeah, yes. So much stuff to interact with. Should I go for the coffee first? No, I want to examine everything else. What is with this plant? Are we trying to...
Poor one. It's a fighter, even without any water.
Why are you not watering it?
Well, a fruit basket. It would be even better if it contained any fruit.
You know, the thing is, it's easy to take care of a plant. Just in the morning when you're getting like your glass of water, just whatever you don't finish, just give it to the plant. Easy. But I guess this is a problem for most people that just don't just drink tap water in the morning. I'm guessing. Salad! The good salad made out of just onions and nothing more. Appreciate it. Okay, what's this? Wait, I wanna guess. This has something to do with coffee. This is a water cooker. This is a microwave thingy. We have some nice cookies. Is there cookies in there?
Tea. For guests. Not for me though. I need my coffee every single day.
Then we're cooking coffee. No coffee! Oh god.
I forgot there's no coffee left. I hope the new order is in the mail already.
See, you need to be smart like me. You always have one extra. So if the first one goes empty, you have a little bit of a window on where you are still covered because you have the second bag, and then you can get the extra bag for the extra bag in the meantime.
More decoration. It's as high as the shelf, so I couldn't get a knife out of it, even if I wanted to.
Then what's the point? And then you just throws the knives down here.
Those are actually gifts from a friend in Germany. They are sharp and actually cut stuff.
Depends. Depends on what knife you're getting, actually. But yeah, the trick is always have an extra bag. This doesn't just count for things like that. Counts for everything. Like, have extra of everything, except if it can go bad. Then don't have extra. That's actually dumb.
Got this from a friend. Theoretically for potatoes. But it also looks nice. Most important gadget in this house. Without it, I would starve.
So it is a microwave? Does he at least have an oven?
I've always been an expert at horticulture, obviously.
Does he say spaghetti? Was this supposed to be a spaghetti holder?
Empty. Like my fridge.
I mean, I can understand oil.
Empty.
Okay, we have some jewels. I think that's about everything that we got in here. Okay, let's see. We have a sink with the good, froggy little cleaning. Wait, I didn't think you would be doing... Oh. Oh. Yeah, and give the rest to the plant, please. Drink as much as you want and give the rest... No! No! See? That's why the plant is freaking dying. You don't do that. You get the rest and you give it to the plant. That's how it works. That's how I do it in the morning. Give the extra to the plant. Yeah, we have an oven. I see the oven.
I can remember cooking a ready-made soup on there once. So, guess it should work?
Yeah, I'm examining everything here. It could be that if we're getting haunted, that things will change later, so I need to get familiar with, like, the environment.
One pair for every situation, and not one extra. It's all sunshine, and not a cloud to be seen.
I mean, to be honest, how many shoes does a person actually need? I think 2 pairs is enough. 1 for winter, and 1 for summer, right? I know, a lot of people would disagree with me here. But that's the way it is. What do I need this for?
A lighter, even though I don't smoke.
Oh, we might need this later. Wait, it's nighttime and no electricity anymore. I can't take any of this, though. But I know where it is in case I need it. Welcome to the Kisahapeli Kupo. Me wand. What's the Chocobo one for? What's this? Have I seen any like this? It's a little weird. Apparently we want this one.
It's for my home.
Okay, we'll leave it here.
This should contain the fuses, but I've never even opened it.
Okay, let's see. Can I go to the left or can I go front. This is not the front door, it's just a door.
The living room. I only go in there if I have guests. Otherwise, I prefer to stay closer to the fridge and my bed.
Other people without entirely broken bodies leave the house not only just to go to the supermarket. Wait, and that means you need more shoes? Or what's this discussion about? Some running shoes? Some for evening parties? And some for every day? I never go to parties, so I don't need party shoes. And I'm not sure about the run-in. Like, I have normal shoes, you know? If I wouldn't be able to run in those... I mean, most women do have, like, heels where you can't walk in, but I have normal shoes. I can walk in my shoes. I don't need extra shoes just for walking. My normal shoes are for walking, you know? Maybe, yeah. Yeah, I hear it. Yeah, I never get out of the house.
I always put down my mail there. As soon as I get money, I will pick one lucky winner who will receive the money I own.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know.
I won't go out in my joggers. I don't have many principles.
Oh!
This is one for sure.
This is the outside. I thought we're... Okay. Thought there was more rooms. Oh! This is more rooms. Is there bottles or cans below this? I just don't want to know. What's this?
Just like my mobile. My camera is always with me.
Oh, that's the camera. I thought that was in my inventory. Oh no, the poor little plant is still dead.
Brand new. On the inside and on the outside. Hardly ever used.
You can run without proper shoes without having lots of pain. You're lucky. My feet can't. I mean, to be honest, my feet just hurt in every kind of shoe. My most comfortable state for my feet is barefoot. Just always. That's why when I'm at home, I'm always like barefoot, 24/7. It just is. My feet just don't like the shoes. It's way better than wearing shoes. I can actually like feel the floor.
This thing seems to be a decoration. Just so that the corner isn't empty.
Somehow this house is not very nice. I'm just saying it the way it is. Would not be my my kind of house at all. Running shoes are the most expensive piece of clothing I own by far. Wish I could just get cheap ones. Barefoot is cool. Yeah, exactly. It's the best. People just look at you strangely if you do it outside. That's why I have shoes.
Markus, darling, how are you?
Could be better.
Who is that?
I'm out of coffee capsules again.
Is that the boss?
How are you?
Markus, today is the 24th.
Yeah, it's our boss. Oh no.
The pictures. The deadline ended last Tuesday. Just what do you think I should tell Herman? What should I say when he asks why he has no pictures to enter between his nonsensical giant margins?
I thought
No, don't give me that.
Uh-oh.
Thought
It looks like we
blah,
have to
blah, blah.
do work now.
Send over the pictures. Today at 12:30 in my office. Do you understand? No. Let's make it 2 p.m. after lunch break. You know, we have this just one...
Everybody in their cute little accent.
If you manage to bring me the pics in time, I might let you have some capsules as an advanced payment.
Okay. I will see that I make it until 3 p.m.
Markus, if the pictures are not placed next to my coffee cup at 2 p.m., in the future you will have to beg for your coffee capsules in front of my office on the streets.
Oh god. Why do I have a feeling this is not the first time we've been slacking off on the work? But yeah, regarding shoes, I wanted to say, like I said before, you only should have 2 pairs of shoes. Summer and winter. But actually, the funny thing is, currently, I only own only 1 pair, because my summer shoes actually broke last year. So I'm not having any summer shoes, so currently I'm wearing winter shoes. The whole year round. You should really get new summer shoes, but, you know, shoes are expensive.
I don't need to pee. Thanks. Okay, where the heck is this guy keeping his clothes?
Because he said he wanted to wear something different. Wait, wasn't there... Bed? Can I make the bed?
I'm not tired yet.
No. Not the person to make their bed. Okay.
I need a coffee.
Yes. How?
The living room.
How do I actually... Oh, did he change? We did dress. Oh, we did dress differently when we walked into the bathroom. He didn't need to get his stuff. He already has it in the bathroom? It's a weird place, actually. Never had winter shoes. Yeah, I can put on more socks. I mean, it's not 100% like winter shoes, like you imagine people to have, like with the like fittings and stuff. It's just like it's closed, black shoes, you know. But when I talk summer shoes, I'm talking about like just having like a pair of like slippers or something that's like open where you have your toes out and everything. That's summer shoes for me, you know, because it's so warm. That's basically what it is. Like, is slipper the right word, you know? I don't know. The ones where you have like just a band in the back and one in the front and something, so it's holding. No flip-flops, just slippers. I think is slippers, right? I don't know. Okay, is he now going outside? Apparently, yes. Let's see if the mail has any coffee. Of utter importance, that is. Do I spot some cereal? Honey fruit cereal! Yum yum! I'm more of a nut cereal kind of person, honestly. If I eat any cereal. Okay, there is mail. That's just like the speaker. Don't think there's anything else. Let me guess. This one is dying as well.
The flowers in front of my house belong to my landlady. Luckily, they don't have to rely on me.
So they're not dying. Okay. Mail.
I love getting mail. It's usually only bills, though. So, not that exciting anymore.
Look at that. Perfectly, almost falling down. That's how they always placed. Or even worse, they are actually on the floor because they fell down.
Thank God the coffee. And the bills.
Uh-oh, if you do not work, then you will not be able to pay. Okay, we got everything from there. Okay, I don't think he'll work without his coffee, so the first thing we do is make a coffee for him, and then we're gonna have to see that we can shoot the photos. Why is there glitter in the room?
I always put down my mail there. As soon as I get money, I will pick one lucky winner who will receive the money I own.
Okay, this is how I do it. The glitter sparkles happened. Okay. This first. Bad news first. That's a putting down item clue. Oh, that's what clue meant.
To Markus Ritter. Those tricksters are really lazy. They can't even get the right name.
And this is free paper. Blah blah blah. Is this important to the plot? Do I need to read this? I need to read this. Of course I am reading the down left one. This is relevant? Do I need to really read all that? Because it's pretty small. Only headline is fine. Okay. Game wins award, and it's I don't know what it's about. Think about it, photographer. Interesting. You can click on it? No. Doesn't work. Oh, only the upper one. Okay. Weird. Okay. These three apparently are not interesting, but this one is. Because I'm thinking that is what the plot is. That's why I wanted to read it last. Something about a marriage down here. And something. What did they find? People are finding some porn. Do not read that. Okay, something about a murder.
Wien. A femicide took place on Wednesday evening in the area of the Rupert.
So I don't have to translate.
Vienna. A 64-year-old man from Niederösterreich allegedly killed his 72-year-old wife. According to the state of investigation, the police...
We can read the horoscope and joke section.
Police Inspector Grünschnabel. Neighbors heard screams around 10 o'clock. The district has a high population around this time because of the tourist bars.
I'm sorry. That's the name.
We made our order when we heard a woman screaming from the house over there. Tells us a witness.
I have total confidence in that guy.
Movie somewhere, but a few minutes later, a man opened the door, stepped on the street with a bloody knife in his hand. He was covered in blood. A few steps later, he broke down. The ambulance could just declare the death. The dead bodies were taken to the forensics. This is the second femicide in just a couple of months. The first one took place in July, when a 17-year-old girl got stabbed by a colleague. Police says it was a relationship act. In both cases, the murder...
This has to do with the plot. Very interesting.
In both cases, the murderer died minutes or just hours later.
The murderer died afterwards? That's interesting. Is that Procession, maybe? This is... movies. Yeah, let's read on. Oh, it is the horoscope. Okay, what does it say for me? Follow your intuition. Okie dokie. Please translate these jokes. I don't even get the jokes. Probably. I haven't read them yet. So small. So small. Can't read it. Let me read it first. Okay, I kind of knew that first one already. No zoom. There is no zoom, no, it's staying small. I knew that first one already. The good old make me win the lottery god. God says, well, have to play first. Yes, I do know that one. The good old classic. Where are they? Wait, why are these... Are these all, like, Christian-related jokes? Because the second one is also having to do with God. This is a little weird. Could that be that it's all... Wait, is this a known newspaper that is, like, having its jokes always Christian or something? I do like the weather report for Tuesday, though. Can I just open my mouth and eat the meatballs? I do like that reference, by the way. Whoever was writing this newspaper had a lot of fun. It might be Austria for you. You think they're only knowing jokes when it's Christianity? I'm not sure. The edition is made up. Yeah, of course. I'm guessing this would not be in the newspaper normally. You didn't think that there would be nice weather on the weekend? Yes, I was expecting rain, please. We don't know. That's the most accurate description of a weather forecast I heard in my whole life. We don't know. Because most of the time that's like actually true. People tell you it's like warm and then it's mild. People tell you it's mild and then it's warm. People tell you it's gonna rain, no rain inside. It's so weird, actually. That's the way it is, I'm guessing. Blah. I'm not interested in this. Sport also not interested. Okay, I think we had all of this. I thought you were joking when you said there was a jokes and horoscope section. Am I the only one that is like not really interested in horoscopes that much? I mean, it's pretty obvious that things can happen to you. I mean, they would happen to too many people at once, you know. So they're always like this general blah blah blah. But some people, they swear by their horoscopes. You know, they're like weird people that like judge people based on their like star sign. I never joke. Me neither. I mean, that's really weird. If you judge people, judge them based on their personality type, because that's at least what they are.
Finally coffee again. Now the day can start.
And here the addict is talking. Okay, fine, you can have your coffee addiction satisfied.
I need a coffee.
Yes. Oh yeah, I need to do it. Okay. Put it in there. Put it in.
Thank
Put it in.
Express delivery. I don't work without caffeine. And today I have to make the pictures of the 3 locations for my new photo book.
Okay, 3 locations.
Otherwise. Though she's more like a mother than a publisher. Nonetheless, I don't want to put her.
I like it how you can see a shadow moving in the background on the tiles. Camera! Person behind the camera got bored, I'm guessing. Or they were just checking. Woo! Okay. So, 3 locations, you say. 3 pictures of a ruin, 3 pictures of a castle, 3 pictures of a church. Wait. It sounds kind of similar to the dream stuff. Maybe I should bring some exorcist gear just in case. Just, you know, just in case. Just precaution. You know, get some silver bowls. We're getting a cross. We're getting some salt. You know, UV lights. What else can I bring? Get the Bible with you. That shit no work. That shit no work. Ghosts would like actually laugh at you when you come at them with a freaking Bible. Like, what are you gonna do? Hit them with the book? Okay, wait. This is the church. This is the ruin. This is a castle, I'm guessing. And this is, I guess, my the office. When home is where the coffee is. We're not going to the office yet. We're gonna get killed if we come there without any pictures. We are coffee. We have to get into mind space. We are the coffee. We are coffee and we're addicted. Okay, we start with the pictures here. Wait, is that a park? No. It's a castle, I'm guessing. Park in front of castle. And which one is that? It wouldn't let me read. It was done too fast. Okay. Apparently I have 3 directions I can walk into because this is back, I guess. The woods is kinda how this whole thing started, right? In the dream. So I'm avoiding that for now. We're going over here. See, now this is going...
Great if you want to have a picnic. But it ruins the mood a little bit.
Why? Because it's so shabby. Don't be picky. Okay. Oh, does this count as a ruin or castle? I'm not quite sure. Maybe I can just do 3 pictures of this and it counts for both. Oh my god. There's too many options. What have you done to me? I don't know where to go.
Very good. I'm looking for a position without trees in the way. Well, maybe it looks more intact from another view?
Okay, what is this?
Good that the town installed all those trash cans. It seems to work. The park is really clean.
Nothing I can find in the trash cans. Is this not a nice spot?
My camera.
Yes, yes, yes. Camera, camera, camera. Cha-ching. Oh my god, look at the duckies! Ah!
This side of the castle is still pretty solid.
Make a picture of the duckies instead.
Nevertheless,
who cares about the
this
castle?
is more in the category of a ruin than an old castle.
As I said. Doesn't matter though. They'll take the pictures anyway. They're starved for pictures. They're gonna have to take our stuff. Otherwise they would have hired somebody else, I'm guessing. There we go. Yay! Interact with the duckies. Ah, Swan too. That reminds me of that one. VR chat world. Have you been to the VR chat world where you can feed the duckies? Oh god, I got an achievement. Quack. Feed the ducks. Have you been to that VR chat world where you can feed the ducks? I love that one. We have to go and feed the ducks at some point. So nice. Yes, honk, honk, honk. The honkening is now. Okay, we got our pictures here. We can still, like, take a look around. What's this? Or is that just more duckies? Oh, that's more duckies. Never mind, more duckies. Dash duck. Yeah, I follow them as well. They are so cute.
Without any treats, they won't come to me.
Oh! I need bread. Or something. Or duck feed. Is that even allowed? Should you feed the ducks? Not sure if that is allowed.
I wonder how long it will take until this becomes a new bridge to the castle.
I know you can also like feed the ducks on Dash Ducks. With either your support or I think also by retweeting.
This was probably the servant's house.
Was. That's not a house anymore.
The park ends here. I guess the administrative buildings are back there.
Okay, so we turning around and go the other direction around? Like this way? Right, let me guess, I'm not allowed to enter.
This used to be a beautiful place for sure. I will try the back. Entrance just with an appointment.
And a hard helm. That's for sure.
This means I just can try to get all the angles from the outside.
Wait, were there more angles I had to get photos from? I forgot I need 3. Such an idiot. Oh, I'll take a look around first. See if there's anything. Where did I come from? This? Okay, I'm lost. I'm just lost. Let's sit down for a second while I'm lost here. I always find it hard to navigate when you like just press on stuff, but you don't have a 360 view on where you actually are and everything looks the same. You chilled for a moment.
I'm here for the castle.
Okay, so we're going backwards. Okay, so this is backwards.
No direction sign on the crossroads of life.
So we go in this direction?
I think I can already see the castle on the right side. The path seems to lead away from it.
Okay. This is probably gonna lead to a different location where I can make a picture. Where's this? I don't know why, but
I need my camera.
we taking pictures of this. It's an empty pond though, right? Is there anything else in there? Is there more duckies?
From here I can photograph another angle of the castle.
You can't see the castle? Because I certainly can't. The ghost lady! Look to the left!
What was that? I could swear...
Nah, it's just the wind. Maybe she likes to have a photograph taken of herself. Maybe that's why she's stalking him. She needs a professional to actually make a picture.
I'm already too far away from the castle.
Okay, that was number 2. But I do need like 3. Why is backtracking so hard? You haven't been everywhere now? No, wait. This is where I came from. Yeah. Where's this? No, this is there. Maybe I didn't walk around now. Maybe I just missed a spot where I could actually, like, take a pic. Here I did take one.
The park.
Wait, did I already take 3? No, we're missing one picture. Okay, let's go here. No, this is leading here. Okay, so this is connected this way. Confusing.
This used to be a beautiful place for...
You try the back. I thought I did though. We did go here. We go in there. We did make this picture. God, what am I missing again? Wait, what's this?
Or something similar.
Similar. I'm lost. I just go backwards until there's no backwards anymore. Okay. I got to the right side again. Maybe we missed something there. I'm pretty sure I didn't.
The park ends here.
Am I supposed to make a picture of something that has to have a picture symbol like this?
This was probably...
No.
The park ends...
Difficult. I didn't think I would already be struggling by taking pictures. He doesn't want a picture here because he thinks this side too ugly. I can't agree, but still.
No.
And here we kind of found this. So this leads me to believe we need to go this way for the last picture. Maybe we're missing something. Here we could sit, but there
I
was no
don't wanna go.
picture. Maybe this is for later. Where am I missing my last picture? Do I need to take the picture at another time of day? Oh! I think I found another path. I found another path! This one I missed. Okie. I think I found what I was missing. Finally.
I need my camera.
Yes, I thought I clicked on it. Yay, does this count as ruin and castle
I can
now?
hear Frau Schmidt already whining that this is not a castle but just a bunch of rocks.
Hmm.
Wait a minute. From where did she?
See, I was right. She just wants her picture taken. She means no
I
harm.
shouldn't eat something before I go to bed.
What did you eat? It sounded like he was taking some drugs. No edibles. Stop it.
I'm not known for being paranoid. I don't understand myself anymore. Maybe I should stop reading the news.
Read the horoscopes
Since the murder
instead.
started in
Bah.
Vienna, my nightmares went nuts. I hope to catch the murderer soon. I mean, the deaths, they're not even connected in any way. Shit. No, I don't want to think about such things. I just want to do my job and live in peace.
See, now he's thinking about it too. It's possession. Yeah. Okay, so that's the castle off of my list. Then next I go to the ruin. Let's see how this is going. It is some pretty nice locations. Such casual. Match, wow! No.
I wonder why this area is closed.
Because danger of fallen rocks? I don't know.
Prohibited. Well, lucky me. I wouldn't have even thought of getting one of those.
With your total, I mean, bicycles are not that bad.
Cycling.
Okay.
Another barrier. I should watch my step.
More prohibited.
Thank you. Climbing is definitely not for me. I will go the other way.
We'll just walk. I'll make sure I don't miss any.
Maybe a shortcut. But it looks cliffy. I will stay on the path.
That's supposed to be a path. Looks just as random to me than everything else. I would just pick a direction. And go. That's pretty long. There's something on top.
I believe that's the ruins.
Well then. Get a good view.
That's it. The charm I was looking for.
Maybe an outside picture? Uh-oh. It looks to be closed. We can breach. Apparently that's okay.
Maybe this used to be a kind of window. Or a space for candles?
Looks more like a candle place to me. Or maybe nothing at all.
Maybe this used to be a...
Okay, is this the exit on the other side? It kinda looks like it.
I'm not climbing over this. These are my good trousers. And my only trousers, actually.
I feel that. That's too real right now.
How kind of the intruders to put the lock back, so it won't get lost.
Aw, how very nice. Yeah, we can go through here if we want. I don't know where I'm going, but I am having one photo location. I'm grateful for this. Let's see if the nice lady wants to get her picture taken again. Wait, why did this not work? There we go. I clicked on the wrong thing. Nothing happened this time. That way I didn't see anything. Maybe nothing happens on the first photograph of each region. You know? As to not get you suspicious.
This is a dead end. I would like to know what the architect was thinking.
I don't know. I don't even think they had architects back in the day. At least not in the normal modern sense of like designing a place and stuff. I think they just had like engineers that made sure the thing was standing correctly for longer than 5 minutes. And that's about it. Didn't need to be aesthetic. Oh, why is it paused?
Well, which fragile staircase should break my neck first?
Left or right decisions. Well, we go through there.
Looks like this is the only fence here that's still intact.
So no looky here.
Dead end.
Okay, left or right? I decide on this. Okay, I can take another picture. Let's see if creepy lady shows up again. God, I hate this. These stairs look very unwelcoming.
A barrier? I plan to photograph the tower from the inside.
No inside photos for you.
Nearly crashed this place. I hope Frau Schmidt is happy with the pics I'm able to make from this angle.
Well, she has to be. She's not getting any other pics. Nobody's getting in there. Like, you can demand the pictures that you want, but if they're not passable, they're not passable. If they're not passable, you're just gonna have to Photoshop it. Easy as that. Wait, can I? Okay, we're going back down. And the other side. Oh, also. Should I not save? Not settings. Save. Just in case. What's this?
No. Even if I were flexible enough, there's no way I'm going in there.
Not confident enough that it will not collapse, are you? This or that way. Uh-oh. I only examined, but yes. Oh. Oh, we're looking down.
Yes, this is the entrance of the woods. You can't see anything because of the branches.
But I saw nice branches. Looked like they were blooming soon. Ish. I'm unsure. Or maybe they were done with blooming. And this is autumn. Looking by the yellow, it's probably autumn. Left or right? This way. Selling distance.
Another ruin. If Frau Schmidt chooses this topic for the next book, I will take a look at this one too.
Book? I thought they were doing some pictures for newspapers.
What a beautiful view. Good thing I'm not afraid of heights.
Well, I am.
A beautiful view, but maybe I can find a better one.
No, never satisfied. Okay, I'm going to the left. Maybe this one is better, but I don't really see anything. Ugh.
Why are people like that?
People have been partying in here,
Guess
apparently.
what? Another dead end. But I would like to know what this room was for.
Maybe that's why they have been bunkering the cannonballs. Okay, how many pictures have I taken yet? It's not 3, that's for sure. I think I may be running out of places to go to. What did I overlook again? time to paddle backwards. So I don't think we can find anything more here. We went here, right? Yeah, that's that. We looked at that view. We looked at the other side. We can't go through there. We made a picture of this. This is a dead end. Slowly retreating, seeing if it helps. Ah, okay. Wait, what's this?
The idea of a fence is not working out really well here. The idea...
That's just the fence. Okay. Because there must have been something before we decided to go through here. Let's go back. Yeah, up here. That's what we missed. There's probably another picture up here. There we go. That's where I get my picture. Very nice color. Yeah, I think it's definitely autumn. Otherwise, it wouldn't be so colorful here. I'm guessing. Unless they have trees that always have this kind of coloring, but I don't think so. Usually they are not that varied. At least not in the open nature.
I love ruins. It's quiet here and you feel free. No people. Especially no woman in a white dress appearing random behind you.
Wait, yeah, she wasn't here
Maybe
the
it's
whole
also my
time.
subconscious. I haven't been on a date for a long time. Actually, since Michael left me. I just went out on a date with Claudia once. Maybe I should ask her out again.
Yeah, let's think about the creepy woman haunting us and thinking about dating at the same time. That's gonna make things better. Okay, so that was the only thing we could find. So I can still walk up here.
I should look at it from another side. A tie. What a pity that they didn't start a new game. But of course, I don't support vandalism.
Okay, we have all of this. Time to go to church. To make up for my sins. There we go. Da da da. Creepy ass church. Time to save. Continue. Alright. Let me guess. This is leading... Yeah. Back to... Yeah. Do I have to watch the screen again? Okay. Okay. I got it. This is leading back to map and going to the church from the map and just cause a cutscene. Okay, where... what's this?
This is the parish office. They leave me alone, and I leave them alone. I am not here to explore the town.
Okay, so this might have not to do with the church, so I'm
Thank
interacting
you.
with all of that on the
But
right
no,
side.
My need for public places with a lot of people is not there anymore.
Never has been for me, honestly. Okay, this is probably locked.
I don't think that this entry is for the public.
But we could do so much sniffling. But yeah, we're only here to take a picture.
I don't know what this is meant to be. Maybe a holdover from when the church was built?
Maybe it's just supposed to look pretty. I don't know. Yeah, it seems like there's a notice on the door though. Can a church be closed? Yeah, it's just something random. I don't know what it says. Oh god, so much stuff. Okay, so this is the exit and this is the exit. This was the exit and I have to watch the cutscene again. Ah! Okay. Everything good. I'll look at the nice flowers on the right. They're in fact very pretty. Okay, let's see. What else we can find here?
Nice paintings. Would fit great in my house.
Are you sure? I wouldn't want these anywhere near my house.
Nice paint.
Okay. The benches are just regular kind. I don't see anything special with that.
Thanks, but no. I really like old buildings, but I came to finish a job. And I should do that before the flood comes in here.
We're just gonna look at the benches. So we can go over here or over there.
Fancy. A better sound system than mine, that's for sure.
What's this? Barrage Wars.
A church magazine?
Yeah, they're having all sorts of things.
Gossip about the Templars. I like the priest. He has humor.
At the very least, that. That reminds me that we did for a time get like basically a church letter each and every week, or more like every month. I don't know. And they also had a joke section in them. I didn't read them much, but other people in the house were very fond of it. I'm not sure if we're getting these anymore. I'm guessing paper is getting expensive.
The working space of the priest. I had to make one like this when I was in school.
Okay.
Very dramatic.
Okay, I see a photo opportunity. Photo number 1. Really funny that nobody's in here, though. You know? Nobody taking care of this? What if people just come in and do stuff? Also, still the skull up there. Very interesting decoration choices. This might be important to the plot. Why can't I go so close to this?
Maybe the poor fellow in my kitchen could grow like that if I tried a little bit harder.
Yeah, you need to water it.
This fire protection is questionable. Gold-plated angels. Looks like they are protecting a treasure. But I'm not on a treasure hunt.
But what's inside? We need to know. I need a key.
And I don't have the time or curiosity for it.
We'll come back, I swear. Okay, what's over here? Apparently I can only do picture. And I'll take a closer look. I didn't know what that is. I've not been to churches that often, I'm gonna be totally honest. Like, why does this corner exist? What's the point of this? Can somebody explain, please? Is this for special occasions? I got 2. What about the back here? Can we take another picture here? Oh, this is the last picture. I want to have a look around
Thanks.
before we do that,
But
though.
for the long list of my sins, I would probably need an appointment.
Ooh.
I don't have to get
I
close
wonder
to the
how
area.
many I would
The
have on my
person here is
list.
next to me.
Normally, I consider myself relatively tame in my
Emergency
matter of
exits on every
sins.
side of the building. I like it.
But, I mean, not everybody's,
I guess
or
that's
more
why
like
it's
nobody is completely untouched by sin, right?
in and out in a straight line. A fire exit on every side of the building.
Okay, so I did look at everything. We only need the camera for the last picture. Actually, this one was a whole less confusing than the other locations. Alright. The workday is drawn to a close. Wait, how long did he have to take those pictures? A week or something? And why is he doing all of that last minute?
I would never have thought of making my money that way. It's not much, but the job fits me. I'm not a team player, more a lonely wolf. After my parents died, I had to fight for myself. Luckily, I met Frau Schmidt early on and she gave me a camera and an opportunity.
Okay, I got my pictures. Now it's time to turn the pictures in. But first I save, because I'm not trusting myself. Am I too late? Am I still on time with my pictures? I hope I do. Interesting design on the outside of the building. That's for sure. Da 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 da. Okay, we're inside. Wait. What? Ding-a-ling-a-ling. And here I thought I actually had a key to the place or something. Nope.
Hey, Claudia.
Is that the girl he wants to ask out?
Is she here?
It's 2:30.
I took too long. I was lost in a ruin. I can't explain.
Well then, come on. Let's see what you've got.
For you, only the most photogenic brick.
She's so had it with us. We're so close to being fired. So close.
Claudia! Claudia!
You two stop flirting. There's work to do.
And put the phone down.
Yeah, she's very reliable. I can already tell. She's in here for her talents. 100%, yes. Okay, let's see. That's, I guess, leading outside? Or is this leading outside? No, this leading outside because it says a walk. Another questionable choice of picture.
This is abstract art, I guess.
Everybody that's seen me stream Occupy White Walls knows what my style in art is.
The filing
This is
cabinets
not
of Claudia.
quite it.
I better not open it. I expect the same tidiness as in my living room. I guess this is another waiting room. Maybe for VIPs? I don't know. I was never asked to wait in there.
You're also not a very important person. What are we doing? We're just waiting? I'm not reading a thing about voodoo murders. Not yet.
Really beautiful. But shouldn't those winter roses bloom in winter? Who is responsible for the plants? Frau Schmidt? Or Claudia? Well, maybe the cleaner.
Maybe they're all plastic and they just look good, but in reality, it's not even plants.
I bet this was here even before the publisher moved in. That's where I came from. And probably where I will leave to. Nice view to the main street.
Okay, it's time to read those manuscripts, I'm guessing. Oh wait, what's this?
I don't believe those are books they publish here. Maybe they wanted some quality work as representation.
So it looks like they're actually doing something, except the gardening pots are voodoo murders. Let's go with the gardening pots for now.
SF. Not sure if it's a colleague of mine, but this person could give me some advice for my green thumb for sure.
What about the voodoo murders? Oh, this is of course important to the plot. I didn't know it.
Voodoo murders.
The werewolves? A gay love story. Why are we not reading that? No, we need to read the murder stuff, of course. So our brain gets into more of the ghost story stuff.
We will publish an essay collection about Gothic stained glass windows in our autumn program, so these pictures of Wiener Kathedralen would be a great fit, of course, but somehow I'm drawn to that castle.
Good, so we go with the cathedrals? We have more than enough of them.
No. We will take the castle.
Uh-oh, he does not like the castle because of the girl.
Shouldn't you have known then that I would never deliver the pigs until Tuesday?
Markus, get out of here.
He does not want to return to that castle. Some things for sure. Get out of here.
Oh. And say goodbye to Claudia from me.
Next time, don't be late. That boy. Really though. Why that castle? I don't get it myself.
Is there a story behind this castle or why she reacting this way? It looks like I have new stuff. Go to sleep! But... What's up? What with free time? Can I not, you know? Play some video games? What's with food, by the way? Is he not eating anything? No, it's just... Wake up, do photographs, discuss it, go to bed. Don't eat, don't drink, don't do anything, just... He must be a robot. That's for sure. Nothing?
Brand new. On the inside and on the outside. Hardly ever used. Brand new.
Okay, then we'll go to bed. Who am I to judge that you want to have nightmares again? The nightmares take over the life of Markus. He can't get this mysterious woman out of his head. How does he know her? Nothing is like before. Even his boss, Frau Schmidt, is acting strange. To regain control again, Markus starts some research. Who is this woman that seems so familiar? The murders in Vienna don't stop either. The police don't seem to find the answers. Are they really just relationship dramas? But if so, why so many at the same time? Oh, I have the feeling this is foreshadowing. Oh god, not near the white shirt, please. Not near the white shirt. Am I the only one triggered by the white shirt near the blood? Maybe he's secretly at the nighttime killing people. Maybe I was reading too much voodoo murder mystery.
Fucking nightmares. What's all this about?
Why is everybody like shrieking up so much when they have a nightmare? Is that realistic?
Why doesn't it finally stop? Now I even see her in broad daylight. Still, I feel like there is something behind it. Frau Schmidt was acting weird as well.
Maybe she knows
Exactly around
something.
the picture where I thought to see that woman.
Maybe she has something to do with the murders. Suspect number 1. Nope. Let me guess. He needs coffee. This is just a guess. Coffee! Of course, coffee. What else would you be doing except coffee?
I'm not tired yet.
I want you to walk in front of me.
Coffee.
Can we please give water to the plant? Please? Learn from your mistakes from yesterday. Drink as much as you want and then the rest you give to the plant. Please? Rest in pieces, little plant. Okay, coffee it is. Yeah, have your coffee. Coffee. He needs his coffee.
Oh man. Now the real work just starts. And I'm totally done because I was not sleeping a wink.
Wait, if he didn't sleep, why did he get nightmares?
This woman is not only appearing the nightmares, but also during the day.
Maybe it's...
I have to find out more about her.
Maybe he's getting like some sort of like
Just at the castle.
illusions because he was getting too little quality sleep.
Location. So the churches would be so much better as a subject for the next book. That's good. Okay. let's start the researches.
Research.
Congratulations. You managed to arouse my curiosity.
Research. I need to do some research. Yes. I'm guessing that's what the laptop was in for. That was here. Tashiba.
First, I want to read today's news.
Wait, what? Oh, fine by me.
I won't go out in my...
Okay. Toilet break it is. Wait, how did I get to the toilet again? I forgot. There we go. And, of course, putting some different clothes on. Why ever you would do that on the toilet. Fine by me. I'm guessing. He doesn't look so much different. Why is he so embarrassed to go out in the jogging stuff? It looks almost the same. Oh, he's wearing the... Okay, I have a question for the guy. If you're having a dream that's predicting you with blood on your hands and there's some person in front of you dying, so you killed somebody or something, or at least you were like close to it, and in that dream you were wearing the white shirt, wouldn't you be wearing a different shirt that day and not the white one just to not predict it? You know? What's a newspaper? Not one newspaper. Just newspaper. Newsy paper. The one that he wants to read. There we go. I got the newspaper. Let's read it. Also, speaking of toilet breaks, I think I need one. I'm drinking too much tea today. Very good. Okay, I'm setting down the newspaper. But before I read it, I'm gonna go and take a quick toilet break. Because this might be interesting. If it says that a person has been murdered and the person looks exactly like the one in our dreams, then things will start going fishy, okay? Okay, give me a quick second. I'll be right back. Go to the toilet, and I'll get myself some more tea. And I'll be right back. Oh, also, and I leave you with a little bit of music. Otherwise, it's gonna get boring. Oh, is the music doubled? I hope it isn't. I hope it's okay. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's pause this again. Tap back in. It's so warm. I'm dying. Okay. Then let's read the newspaper. And we have another murder. No funny pages? No, we're doing the murder thing first.
Wien. In the night of Sunday, a 33-year-old Viennese killed his bride. The murder weapon, a dagger, was found at the crime scene.
It's always couples.
Inspector Grünschnabel.
The inspector, sorry.
On Sunday morning around 2 a.m. by the neighbors.
The greenhorn guy.
Around 2:30, the police found two bodies in a flat in the 14th district of Vienna. The police is reporting a murder and following suicide. Grünschnabel continues it must be a relationship act. In the early morning hours, the police questioned the relatives and they told the two dead persons were going to get married soon. They never got into a fight. They loved each other so much, said the sister of the murderer.
This is getting weird. I mean, it's okay if two of these things are like happening one after another. It's a big coincidence, but three? This can't be coincidence anymore. Something is definitely up here. Something is not right. And that's for sure. Question is, what is it? Okay, yeah, they're saying the same thing. Basically, everybody's wondering what, why that is. Yay, more funny weather stuff. It looks like it's rainy and cold all the time. I like this. Can I just switch places? Oh, probably wouldn't be accurate nowadays though. Everything is warm everywhere. Only because you argued well doesn't mean you're right. Why do you mean I'm not right? Oh god, these jokes are hardly translatable. I mean, usually. Good old. Wait, what's this and why is this here? No, we're not reading this. No, we're not reading this. We're good. We're fine. Okay, time for the research that we were talking about. Let's see what the research will help us with.
Pottenteich. What secrets do you keep?
Maybe somebody died there at some point, and it really is just a ghost. Okay. Question. How would you search this website if you were playing the English version and didn't know any German? Maybe you wouldn't find the game then, but... Wait, will he, read the text for us? No. Okay. Parking. Blah, blah, blah. I don't think that seems doable. Picture and name. I mean, if it would say anything about, and in 1155 there was a murder there where young X Epsilon, I don't know, was killed, you wouldn't be able to get that. There's nothing in that, though, I think. 80-meter long, blah blah. Pretty sure if something here. Oh, Okay, the one that we need to look at, of course, does have all the information. Why can't I not click on contact? I am very disappointed. Yeah, he has one for the right one. But like, why does it work on the right one, not on anything else? Okay, is he reacting to this? The last living member of the family was dying without kids. And then they lost it because she didn't have a will. But she looks an awful lot like the ghost. He's not saying anything to the picture. He's just like, that's her. But it doesn't say how she died. Doesn't say how she died. At least I'm getting haunted by a hot girl. I mean, reality would probably be different, right? Wait, do I still need to do research? Find the grave. Yes, that's something you should do instantly without researching more. We don't even know how she died. We just know she died. There must be more. If they own such a big place, there must be history behind this, and you're sure to find more information on the web. But he's like, nah. I saw what she's called. I saw a picture. Time to go grave hunting. That's all that matters. I would definitely research the heck out of this before I set my foot anywhere. That's for sure. It's been such a long time since I've been to a graveyard. It's quite sad. Quite sad.
Flowers and candles. Everything the heart of a cemetery visitor can ask for.
Okay.
There is just a gatekeeper's house.
I wonder how they filmed here. Isn't that like kind of a problem? I'm not an expert, but like filming on a site like this probably would have it announced and closed for a while. I'm not sure.
There is just a gatekeeper's house.
It would just research and not go. I mean, if there's something interesting I need, I would go, but like so far I'm not getting why he wants to find the gravestone, and like for what reason? Do you want to confirm she's dead? I'm pretty sure she's dead. Even if she didn't die back then, like she instigated her murder or something, if she was murdered, or her death, she would be dead by now, so...
Are the ones near the entrance cheaper?
Well, things I do not want to think about yet.
The entrance cheaper ones?
Are they? I actually don't really know. Okay, we have front and left and right. God, this is gonna take forever until I find it.
Nature is part of this place. I love how nature.
We just walk until we find some. Oh, did we? Wait, did we just come back to the same place? Oh yeah, this is just like a walk around or something. Is there a moth? There's a moth on the tree. Very interesting. What's this?
Fresh flowers. Those graves seem to be newer ones. I have to get to the older areas.
No.
God damn it, I'm lost again.
I'm not the only one. Apparently this is like part of the lore. We're all lost. Many people do dislike graveyards because they are creepy, but I don't think I have anything against graveyards. I just never had a reason to go there recently.
The graves have more space in between them here. Seems to get a little more luxurious from here on.
Okay, luxurious.
The graves have...
Oh, I'm on the right track, maybe.
A useful place to dispose of old flowers and candles.
I actually think graveyards are actually a great
I
place
hope
to
to
chill.
remove this soon.
It's
Before it
quiet.
comes down on top of the poor folks under it.
Oh god, I'm lost again. Okay, here. I need something here. I need to set something down. Other than that, I have 3 more if I count this one, it's like 4 more paths.
Those ones seem to be newer ones again.
What about this?
Trash.
It's trash. Left and right and left and right. Okay, we'll go right.
I hope this is not a grave. The name is completely illegible.
It's quite sad if you find graves like this that are not maintained at all. Like,
either every path here looks the same, or I'm going circles.
are they at some point, like, given up on graves if they're not maintained enough? We have Prinzessinnengarten here in Berlin, and they're a combination of graveyard and official park. Meet with a group there regularly to meet and talk. Very nice. It sounds quite relaxing. The weird thing is, like, I don't think in my city we have a park. I mean, we have things that are called a park, but they're not really a park, if you know what I mean. It's called a park, but then there's just like shops there.
Abandoned.
Not a park in the sense of a park. Like, these look super old. Maybe it's one of these.
But not the one I'm looking for.
Maybe this one?
Old graves.
What's with this?
I'm wandering off. Have I been here before?
Does it matter if I've been here?
I'm wandering off. God damn it, I'm lost again.
I got the feeling this is kind of like a labyrinth puzzle. I'm kind of enjoying going random directions.
No idea what this used to be.
I know we probably have to go where it's glittering, but I don't want to yet. Yeah, those. No, it's more like it's called a park. It's called a park, but only in the sense of they wanted to make the shopping mall thing sound beautiful. Basically, there was like an industry building there, a very old one, and they like removed that at some point, and there was like some discussion that the thing was actually like having toxic ground and stuff, but they got permission to build like new stuff on there, and they called it like something park, but it's actually just 2 supermarkets, 1 building where there's a lot of what is there in there even? I don't know. I think it's doctors now. Where there's a lot of doctors in, and like 1 English word, wait. And 1 hardware store and 1 hardware store. That's everything. Just concrete, yes. Just concrete. And whenever I hear the name, I think that is like an insult to parks.
To put his stone back in place.
It's just an insult calling this thing a park.
Looks the same, or I'm going circles.
And you're going in circles.
No.
Not the right one.
No. Wait. Didn't I just pass here before?
Okay. I know where I'm going now. Okay, we got this path done. And I got this path done. So we have 2 more before I go the right one. Wait, I've been here.
Wait.
Yeah, I guess these are shortcuts to other paths.
God damn it,
Okay, does this always lead back?
God damn.
Okay, it looks like I have to take the right path. There's no more ways I could actually walk.
Thanks, but I'm not thirsty.
I always liked these. Like, as a kid, when I was like on the cemetery with the family, I always liked these. Because there you could like fill up everything and stuff, and I was just playing with the water all day long. I'm kind of like water obsessed, as you already know.
Interesting that they still plant new trees.
And I was
Seem
very...
a little bit like guards.
I was very intrigued by it because it had like a push button where you could like push, and it wasn't like a very soft push button, like not like a hard button, but it was like a soft gummied up button that you could press, and then there would be water spoon from the thing. And I pressed that thing all the time and just water. Now that I think about it, I probably did cost a fortune every time I went there, because I was using up so much water. But I don't care. It was there to be used, so I used it.
We are getting closer. Another composite pile. They really like to keep it clean here. This cemetery is like a maze.
Okay, this was not the right path, so we probably should have walked like forward, I'm guessing. What about this?
They remind me of terrace houses. All the same design.
And that I can only go this way. What's this?
Not the right group.
This one?
If my research is right, this should be the right group. The grave has to be nearby.
I don't see anything though, so we have to probably move forward. Sounds like me and my sister visiting a hospital. Just riding the elevator for like already 2 hours. Yeah, elevators are a funny thing. Back in the day, I really enjoyed elevators, but nowadays I rather take the stairs because when I go into the elevator, I'm getting like dizziness strikes. So I rather take the steps. It's more healthy that way anyway. Beside that, in my hospital, they have like a glass elevator on the outside that's leading into the main hall of the hospital. And as you know, I'm afraid of heights, so glass elevator that goes up and where you can actually see everything, like you're being lifted, plus me is not a good combination. I hate this elevator so much. Why couldn't they make a normal one? Nah, you know, where you can't see down. Oh. Those are not the right ones.
Kitzberger, Wichtel, Bley, Seeger, Kessler und Barth.
Nope.
Ritter.
This is wrong. Over here, maybe?
Beautiful. This could be it. If there wasn't a wrong name engraved.
They're all wrong.
Sadly not.
I guess we need to move forward a little bit. How about over here? Nope. I wonder if people actually like gave permission to actually photograph these. Or are they shopped? God, you can barely read this one.
No. Another one without a name. I'm getting frightened.
Just says A20. Does it mean that this one is like evicted from the place soon? If you're even thrown out from the graveyard, it's a sad little thing. This also have a number. Do the number ones mean that they are removed? I have no idea about like graveyard culture. Maybe. This is just a rock?
Very interesting. Discreet. Looks different.
Okay. At the end of the line, the only thing that's left is this one. That's the correct one. Where is it? This? Ooh. Okay, so the ones that are marked are the ones that are actually like being removed.
This is the grave of the Ritter family. Mary must be buried here too. I should show some respect. Maybe I can light some candles?
Light candles? I don't have candles. Buy candles. Okay, I'm gonna buy some candles. No problemo. I know where to get candles.
Every path here looks the same.
Okay, wasn't there candles in the beginning of this?
A pair of red candles. Perfect.
There we go. And now I need a lighter, and for this I need to go home, because we actually didn't get that. Rudy? Oh no! What's with Rudy? Rudy died? What Rudy died? There we go, that's what I need.
A lighter.
No, no lighter? Rudy Ritter?
A lighter.
He doesn't want to take that. Maybe the candles already come pre-lit or something. I hardly believe that's the case. Can we skip? Ooh, we can skip. What did you not find out about this before? Okay, back to the place. God, we were going for quite some time, weren't we? Candles. Maybe here? Where should I put the candles? Ah, I need to press more precise, apparently. Stand on top of the grave. Is that customs? Is it just me, or are these graves very, very close together? I remember when I was visiting the graveyard, the graves weren't as close together. 100%, there was a little bit of space in between them. And these are very, very enclosed. Okay, is this a warding off against the evil spirits? I still have one candle left.
Markus, remember where you've come from.
Oh no, she touched us!
What happened?
Where did I come from? I came from the womb. I think.
Mary?
I wasn't aware at the time. She's wearing something different.
Mary?
She's wearing something different. And he's...
Can you hear me?
Okay. A barrier is keeping us.
Harry!
Okay, I am trying to.
Mary.
She's ignoring you, man.
Verehrtester Gunther, it is with a heavy heart, but one that is filled with hope, that I write to you.
Who is Gunther?
Pray this amulet will be safe, protected in your care. I fear perhaps I write to you for the last time.
She has a fucking dagger!
Just a few small hours separate me from what might prove my final fight. This will be the hardest thing I've ever done.
She planned to kill somebody?
The most important. This time, my beloved husband stands not at my side, or behind me. No. He stands now an opponent, taken by the darkness. The shadows have him now. It brings me great grief, Gunther, to tell you that my husband has fallen. He's been taken, possessed by
demons!
And I, for all my efforts, have failed to save him. Perhaps I should say I have failed to save him this far.
Uh-oh, she's planning to kill him.
I'm not hopeful. Tomorrow, I venture to him.
Concentrate on the cutscene, careful!
And purge what foulness has taken him.
I know it's hard to concentrate. Wait, was the dagger bloody? I did not see. I don't think so, though.
I cannot say with certainty that I will prevail. You will understand, dear Gunther, that I must face this alone.
God, it must have been awful writing like this.
Our loneliness, our kind never truly has been alone. Our war, The war which our family has fought since time immemorial continues on with you. Defend this amulet and all of its power from those whose wickedness might twist it toward evil. I entrust this to you, this amulet and our family's legacy. Protect
Okay.
it with the might of our noble family name. Know that all of the Ritter line stands with you. Make our family proud, Gunther.
But where's the freaking
Carry
amulet
on
now?
with your heads
Oops,
held high,
she died.
as we all have done. For we are the only ones who can. With love, Marie Ritter.
But where is the freaking amulet now? And does this have to do... Is this still the same demon roaming around? Does this have to do with the current murders? Why was he quiet for that long? Maybe the amulet got lost. She never sent that letter though. She just left it there. Or was she thinking like the husband and wife probably ended up dead and he might find the letter? I'm guessing. Back to reality. Oops, there goes gravity.
Fuck! I go insane.
Very close to it, yes.
Markus Ritter. The letter was addressed to Markus Ritter. It's still at home.
Okey-dokey. At home? At home? And he's home. Okay. We're in the castle kind of home. I think I'm more of like in the castle, right? I just heard home and I thought, oh, this is where the coffee is. No, it must be in the castle. Their German is a little better. Yeah, well, I hope so. Seeing that's their mother tongue. Okay, so it's in the castle? But it's closed, so I can't get in there. Right? I love that cutscene. They put like 10 euros into it. Hey, they were trying their best, okay? They even got a different color dress. It's kind of nice. The budget was 10 euro for real, I believe, yeah. I had once a school project where we had to do like a mini movie. With no budget, by the way. The funny thing about that is, my group was the only group that actually like turned something in. Everybody else was slacking off and like risking just not getting a grade or like getting an F because they did not want to do anything. And in retrospect, I know why. Because it is a pain in the butt to shoot something. When you have no equipment, no real location, no experience, no software, no nothing. I can tell you.
Very good.
Okay, so we're going inside?
Well, the wait.
Was he actually talking about his home? Oh wait, maybe it's in his dresser thingy.
Entrance just with
His house. But why would he never have found it there?
This means
I
just
saw
have
it.
to get all the angles from the outside.
I saw it. At the start of the game? Okay, okay. Well, that was a lot of flashing, and I thought it was a dream, so I didn't remember, like, all the places. Is it in the living room that we are never touching, then?
The living room.
No. It must be... You know, maybe because he thought it was spam. Where did he put it though? Where did he put it? Yeah, when we saw it was the wrong address. Where did he put it? Oh. Where the heck did he put it? Is there a trash can here or something? Oh, this is where he put it. Here we go. I found it. Oh, this one. Why is it arriving now? If she never sent it?
Markus Ritter.
Eh? I mean,
No one there, obviously.
I'm always saying, past has this name for a reason. It's Latin and means too late, but they're pushing boundaries with that one. That's like way too late delivered. No, that's not the same parchment.
My sincere apologies for learning about this by letter, instead of from me personally. But you are a descendant of the Ritter family, and you have a big task in front of you.
Okay, that's an entirely different letter, not her letter.
You will find the key to my last refuge. I cannot be...
This must be from Gunther then.
And I cannot tell you more.
And then know how many generations are in between here. Probably a few more.
There, but hurry up. We don't have much time left.
You need to know how to actually kill off the demon before it kills the whole town. Okay, well, I got a key. A golden one at that. I think it's gold.
Okay. I will do it.
Where did he say I need to go with the key? The address. What address? Which address? Investigate house. Okay. Then I go to house. Yes, yes. Get your shoes. We're on our way. We're on our way. Why is this location the Templar symbol? Should I be concerned about supernatural stuff going on? Ooh, it's ugly garden gnomes. That must be the demon. I'm 100% certain.
As if this isn't scary enough already. Now there are gnomes too? Creepy.
This is a love letter or a reference to the Gabriel Knight series. I heard about it, but I never really interacted with the series. Has the same plot as the basis. Okie dokie.
Looks like no one
Now I know.
this for quite some time. This has to be it.
It's part of an ancient Ritter family of shadow hunters? That definitely does sound suspicious. Okay, we need to go in there, so I'm going in there last.
This looks like someone lived here not a long time ago.
Why is this on the outside?
Safety first.
Should that be on the inside?
Perfect to cart away some corpses. Or leaves. Probably just leaves.
Why is his imagination so weird? Yeah, and the first thing I see when I see this is like carrying corpses, of course. Oh, okay.
Nice colors.
What is it?
Just junk.
What is all of this
Just
for?
junk.
Maybe I can't interact with it yet.
Seems to be some kind of storage.
Maybe that is for later.
I don't have the key.
Does it mean that this one is not fitting? No, this is probably for the front door. Okay, accepted. Let's go up here. I'm not sure why I'm going into like the stable kind of stuff first, but whenever I see glitter, as in here to continue the story, I want to explore the rest first before to go into this main story. It's kind of like a... It's a tick. Because we all know that sometimes games leave you with stuff that you can miss if you do stuff in the wrong order. Right?
Damn it. This would have been too easy. I bet the key is hidden here somewhere. For sure.
Okay, so this, again, is not the key. Here, take this key that only fits, like, on the front door. Okay, we need to find this key as well. So I need to find already 2 keys. 2 keys. Noted. Maybe it's in the back?
You can see the entrance from here.
This room is creepily non-important at the same time way too pretty to exist. You know what I mean?
No.
Maybe important later. Yeah, let's see. What else we got here? Way too dark.
Getting hungry.
Nom nom nom.
You could build a decent bench with these. At least that's what I read in a magazine once.
I can tell you from personal experience, if like wood is laying on the outside, like without a protection on it for too long, and by protection I don't just mean a blanket or something, but like actual like the wood is prepared with like a gloss or something. It will wither away pretty fast, and on top of that, it's gonna be pretty much unusable for any kind of like stable structure. I had to do an art project once where I had to build something out of wooden planks, and I procrastinated a little too long. So from first-hand experience, that happens to wood.
You could build a decent bench with these. At least that's what I read in a magazine once.
Okay. Well, yeah. Always use your wood on time, people. Very
Everything I need
important.
to hide a body. Hello, new partition wall.
Why the heck is he making such references all the time? Could really think that he is in fact a murderer. Everything he looks at, like, oh, this tree would be perfect to cover up my body that I buried below it. Something like that.
How long has this house been abandoned? This tree looks like it was planted recently.
So not too long. We got in a letter. Something must have been up here.
The sky is getting dark.
Actually, it's kind of nice weather. Why the heck is this guy complaining?
Wood. Useful if I want to start a fire.
Maybe he's possessed. It already started. The demon has taken hold of him. And therefore, the game will end with him in a prison cell or dead. One of the two things, you know. Wait. Didn't he make Google eyes with the girl in his office? I see who will die by his hand. I see who will be dead. Oh no, oh no. Afraid the game's almost over.
A hammer.
Uh-oh. She might be in danger. She might be in danger. Bonnie, we should have stayed with her. Forget all this nonsense.
Nothing of interest in here.
I mean, on second thought, he doesn't know her that well, right? Right? So maybe it's not that much of a shame, or maybe it doesn't count enough as of a relationship because he didn't even ask her out. So the demon doesn't think he needs us to like kill that person. Because so far, only the murders that were happening were between very close lovers. Question is why? Does the demon get a kink out of this? Like, what are the rules to this? I'm not sure about demon possession, but... Okay, kitchen. Super old and abandoned, and yet it doesn't look much different, actually, from his kitchen.
This seems to be the heat.
In terms of quality.
This one stopped too.
2? Is there any other thing that stopped here?
Thanks, but I wouldn't even want to do that at home. Definitely not here.
Okay, but like they don't look like it's been abandoned for too long. Looks recently placed. Interesting fact.
I need wood.
I need wood. I have wood, but I'm gonna look at it later. First, we're gonna do something else. I'll look at all the other things that we can look at.
Kind of small, but as long as it does the dishes, I guess.
That's a dishwasher? That's tiny. I never seen one so small.
Who just gets up and leaves a house without unplugging the electronical devices?
Wait, you're supposed to unplug? You're supposed to unplug? Okay, but mine are all on like safety outlets, so maybe that's better than nothing, you know?
Nothing.
Yes, nothing.
This doesn't seem to work. Must be broken.
Okay, so apparently we must cook something, and that's why we need the wood and the oven for the old oven, that is.
Tea lovers.
Question is, what do I actually need to cook? Because I, story-wise, don't have a point for it yet, right?
Just a pot? But there seems to be something frozen into the ice.
There's my plot. I asked for it, right? I did ask for a plot. There it is.
Nothing inside of importance.
If I wait long enough, it can also, like,
Nothing
unfreeze.
model, but at least something I can handle.
But the letter said we don't have much time left, so I'm guessing I can't wait for tomorrow.
No, nothing.
Nothing. Nada. Nope.
A delicacy in many colors.
Is that supposed to be alcohol?
A delicacy.
Okay, fine by me. Nothing we can actually, like, work with.
More alcohol. They sure knew their priorities.
What kind of books are we? Cooking books? Mostly cooking.
No, not even a short sight.
Okay, I know what I need to do now with that, but I want to look around the house first.
Looks like something Frau Schmidt would like.
This is leading out of the house again? Yes. Yeah, we have this room. God, for a second I thought there were chains on the table, but not quite the same. God, this is not looking too
Can't be more
welcoming.
empty.
Very old school. Too much reminding me of
This were a
home.
computer game. I would search through all of those.
But it is a game. I'm sorry to tell you, but you're in a game.
Beautiful.
Okay-ish. It's okay. I appreciate.
Not my style. Looks like my plate when I've used too much ketchup.
But what's the black stuff on the plate then? Explain this, please.
No. Nice. But nothing more.
There's nothing. I hate, like, benches like these. They're so uncomfy. Am I the only one? This also doesn't look very inviting. But he's doing the sits. If it fits, it sits. He sits everywhere. Doesn't care. Can I at least get an achievement for a sit everywhere possible in the game? Even if you don't have the time, just do. There's nothing more here.
Thanks. But no thanks.
Why not?
Hey, I owned that game when I was in primary school. I used to be pretty good at it.
Just sit it out. The demon possession. Just
Interesting model. But as long as it works.
imagine going to a doctor like, yeah, I'm possessed by a demon. They're like, okay, just take some painkillers and take the weekend off. And it will
I
go
couldn't
away.
sleep right now. Even if I tried.
Yeah, but I thought maybe he's gonna sit down on this one as well. Okay, it looks like I'm gonna have to do the good old unfreezing of the pot. Ah, yeah, the one with the wood. I remember my great grandma actually had one of these. There's the pot.
A key. Ouch. Hot.
We need to turn it off first.
Okay.
I can't touch it?
The ice is completely molten. Now I can. Ouch! Dumbass.
You're not supposed to just... Did you get the key at the very least? I mean, there's a lot of tools around him, and he didn't use it. He just like... I'm gonna dip my hand in there. Sounds like an idea. Okay, I can't click on it anymore, even though it says examine. Okay, I wonder what this one is for. Is it for the door? Or is it for the chest? I'll try the door first.
I don't have the key. I don't have the key.
Apparently, it's the treasure chest. We'll save. This has such a finale moment energy. And you said the game is not too long anymore. That's why. Which direction? This one? No, that's not it. Heck, where did I go the first time around? Ah, up here. That's where I need to go. That's where we need to go. Let's see. Is the amulet inside of the chest? The one that we have been reading about this whole time? Isn't that a pretty... that's a pretty modern, like, lock, so this was acquired recently. Open it. That would be a pretty big treasure chest for just a teeny tiny amulet.
You're ready. You can do this.
Maybe the demon jumps out on me. Oh. It's a tiny book? It's a book. It's not tiny. I thought it was a package, but it's actually a book.
Between your hands. That must mean I'm dead.
Forgive me that I tried to shield you from the truth about our family. Your family. Markus, you're a direct descendant of the Ritter lineage. It is our duty to protect the world from the shadows.
But this also contained the freaking amulet that I need.
You have to follow your calling. It is my fault that you received no education, no tools to face this challenge. But in this book I collect every piece of knowledge I can give you. I know it's hard, but you can't escape your destiny. With this book you will find an amulet. It is our only protection.
Okay, so we only got a clue to where they... Wait.
Read. Learn.
Where is the amulet?
There's nothing else I can do for you. Forgive me.
The...
Shit.
Super protection amulet is not in the bundle. What do you mean, thank you for playing? He's cursed, he's doomed. No! This can't end here. We know he's doomed. No. It's like when you go and buy electronics and they say like, oh, you have to buy this and this piece separately for this to work. No, you have to buy the separate pieces to be protected from the darkness. Relax with some fine wine. Are we possessed by a demon now? Can I go back to the chest? I want to go back to the chest. I don't want to go outside. He doesn't say it though anymore. Is he already possessed? Zaku Cosplay is around here on Twitch. I got to chat with him a bunch. Ooh, that's nice. You can now sit down, you deserve it. I'm probably dead, right? Okay. There we go. Let's celebrate our death.
Not bad.
Not bad. Do we have a glass too? Or are we just, you know... We're enjoying this, the last moments of our existence. Get drunk. That doesn't solve any problems. He did say we get an amulet with the book. Does he mean that the book contains the path to the amulet? Maybe, perhaps. Maybe it wasn't. This is included in the package. More like this is a path that leads you to it. Maybe.
So, Markus is a descendant of the Ritter family. What family secrets will we discover in the next game, and will Markus fulfill his role as a Shadowhunter?
And will he get the freaking amulet before he's possessed?
Hopefully see you soon. Looking forward to it.
You know what? He's gonna get possessed. And he's gonna kill Claudia. I have a high feeling this is what's gonna happen. I see foreshadowing. Maybe. There's a demo for the second part that's coming out. The demo's already out, or the demo is coming out? Or the game is coming out soon and there's a demo? Which of the two is it? There's another love frame in the next game. You mean there's another damsel that's gonna get killed? Is that what you wanted to say? Yeah, Claudia and him didn't have enough passion for it to actually be murder checked for the demon. The demon's like, nah, I only kill couples that are really liking each other. For some weird reason. I don't know. I won't judge the demon. A demo is out. How long is the demo? Or should we wait until the game's out? Or something? You know what I mean? I don't know how much the demo spoils stuff. You know what I mean? Up to you. I don't know. Sometimes I play demos that were like actual like nice demos that are like just demonstrating a game and didn't spoil too much. But I also had demos that like spoiled major plot points and did take the enjoyment out of playing the actual game. Just saw the first few moments. And does it seem spoilery? Okay. As I said, I had like the weirdest things happening with demos. It kind of depends on the people making the demo. Because I know a lot of times people are trying to make a demo by picking the best parts, but that's also like a problem because then you already played the best part. It's gonna be the very first small chapter. Question is then how long is it? Okay, first I'll go back here. Turn on music. Oh god, not double music. Question is how long is it gonna be? And first I need to find it. We released in August. Well, August isn't too long away. Wait, did you see anything about a demo? Am I blind? I think I'm blind. I'm not seeing any demo. Maybe it's not on Steam? Or maybe it's just not linked. Give me a second. Is it the same developer or just the same, like... Weird. Okay, if I put it in, I see it. Oh, Steam does have a separation between upcoming and already released stuff from the same developer. Okay, I found it now. I found it. found it. There we go. But no information on how long the demo is taken. No info. There must be an info somewhere. I mean, if it's... I'm guessing it's more like a teaser, so it should be fine. I'm guessing it's not longer than like 15 minutes or something. Let's keep the demo if you ever want to do a German stream again. That's actually an interesting idea. I was thinking about maybe doing another German stream soon, but I didn't quite know what games to play there. So that is definitely one that I can like put on the list. Maybe I'm downloading the demo. So I have it in my library. So therefore I'm reminded that I have it lying around. There we go. Yeah, I think it is actually like a good idea to do that. The accents are cute, but I'm guessing it's better if you play it in German, actually. Than if you don't. You know? Oh, by the way. We have to go back to just chatting. Or if I'm confusing any more people. Just chatting. Well, like, just doing nothing, I'm guessing. Yeah. Also, I don't know if anybody saw, but I actually, like, have a, blurb extension now. Like, do I have a command for this? Let me see. Do I have it? No. I don't have it. Dang it, I thought I set it up. Okay. Wait, give me 1 second. 1 second, please. 500 hours later. The seconds are over. Where is it? There we go. So I have yeah. I just need to find it. Blurb doesn't load for me. Maybe server issues. You mean like the Steam thing? The Steam thing. The Twitch panel thing. Wait, let me see if that actually loads for me. Blurb. It loads for me, so that's not the problem. Yeah, but give me a second. And settings, command. Now set up the command. That makes it easier for me, so I don't have to do them anymore in the future. So I actually have like an external extension for right now. Just in case we're doing another stream over on another platform anytime soon, they have made a new tool that makes the whole thing like cross-platform. Custom command. Add command. Okay, now we'll see if blurb works. There we go. They made a thing that's like cross-platform that you can like install on your browser, and instead of like using the Twitch channel points, this thing is like as long as you have it running while watching the stream, collecting its own points that you can use. So, I mean, technically when I'm streaming on Twitch, you can like have both running at the same time. So the Twitch, of course, otherwise you can't be watching the stream. And the extension, so you can have like double the points, double the spam. Yeah, but it's also useful for like other platforms that don't have a reward point system, but we still want to use blurbs. I really hope that other software is soon also like expanding their horizons regarding cross-platform stuff, because it's really like hard to stream outside of Twitch, because every software that I know is basically like only tailored for Twitch. It's but yeah, just in case somebody wants to check it out, that's now a thing. Now I set something up. I think that the points are only gotten from the extension though. You can also use it on mobile, but I don't think mobile itself gives any points. It's just for using the stuff, I guess. Okay. Anything else I wanted to mention? Would a stream, a German stream on Thursday be too early? Probably. Maybe we're gonna set next Tuesday as a German stream. I need some ideas though. Then I'll note that down. Next Tuesday is the 25th. 25th German stream. Need to collect some ideas, but I got a few. I got a few ideas that what we could do. And I know I'm drifted away. I should sit still on my chair, but I just can't. Like when it's hot, I'm trying to lean, and then I'm basically sleeping on my chair. It just can't be helped, okay? It's just it's hot. I got the feeling because whenever I'm streaming, I have like my doors and windows and everything closed. Even though at this time of day I would also have the windows closed, but since this is such a small room and with everything closed, I got the feeling there's like absolutely no circulation of air going around, so it's even hotter with my PC going high temperatures, and then the stupid two lights that are pointing at me are also adding to the heat problem. And I can't really turn them off, otherwise my tracking will not work. Or not properly enough. Even though it doesn't work properly today anyways. My mouth tracking is somehow off. I don't know if you're noticing, but I'm noticing. Or maybe it has always been this way. Has my mouth always been this way? Because I've recently been testing a few other softwares and they seem to be doing better tracking, so... But also I've been already testing around with the new model. Maybe the new model just also has better mouth movement, I'm not sure. It's not quite finished though. It still needs clothes. At the moment it's kinda... naked. Is my mouth strange? It always has been strange. I know. I'm not talking about the form. I'm talking about if it's like synced with my my speech. Has it? It's weird. Maybe it's just because I've been trying out the other programs and it's been better there than here. The room is really hot and stuffy today too. Oh. I'm literally like stuck to the chair from my own sweat. That's what it feels like. I have such a weird like plastic like covering stuff over it. Like not like 100% plastic, but definitely plastic fiber. And it's having a problem with moisture absorption, so I'm just sitting here warming up even more. It's not the best fabric actually when you're having a hot day. It's pretty good in winter actually though, when it's like super cold and you're sitting on the chair. It's really nice. The heat does get me sleepy. I'm not sure about you. Most people get sleepy in winter when it's cold outside, but I'm getting sleepy in summer and I'm super active in winter. I don't know. It's the other way around for me. I'm more of a autumn person anyway, in both kind of cases, but if I had to choose, I'm definitely more of a winter person. Oh my god. Twitch front page again. I'm not talking about it. We're just moving on. I was going through, wanting to see who's online right now. Just to have a look. If somebody's worth rating. But I guess just people with bigger following are up right now. But, what I see on the front page, I'm not liking. Let's not talk about this. Ah, it's gone. I refreshed and it's gone. Good thing. Good riddance. Let's say it was a lot of nakedness. Not very good. But yeah, work on the model is coming along. I can't say I'll be finished soon. But I'm definitely making progress, and that's what I like. Making progress is always nice. But not as fast as I would like to. If it were for me, I would already be debuting the new model next week, but it is what it is. I have to get it to a certain quality level. Otherwise, what is the point in actually like changing up the model if it's not looking any better than this one? I mean, I can't do magic, especially it still will be a 3D Viroid model, even though I'll touch it up in Blender a lot. But still, the base will still be a Viroid model, so... But it's gonna be a little nicer than this one. This was actually like the first model I made, and you can actually tell it's not looking that great. I've been doing a few VR chat models for friends recently. And they look way nicer than this one already. And it feels weird giving other people better models than the one you're using each and every day. But it is what it is. But yeah, progress feels good, as you say. And I'm talking way too much, again, because I'm losing my voice. So yeah. I don't think I have anybody that we could raid right now that doesn't already have like way more people than me, so it's awkward. I'm just awkwarded out whenever I'm trying to rate somebody with like super small numbers when they're like way bigger. You know what I mean? It's just, I feel like the awkward kid in the room. Oh, it's so warm. Yeah. Okay. Not really, yeah. I got the feeling whenever I get to know a few people that I rate, in a matter of like, 3 to 4 weeks, they're like way beyond my range of actually being able to rate them. But yeah. Okay. So we're gonna do on Thursday something... I don't know. Something tiny, something relaxed. And maybe I'm finally being able to finish this Hogwarts game. So we finally have that, like, out of sight. And then on next Tuesday, I'm trying to plan a German stream. Let's see how that one is going. And cozy. As cozy as, like, killing people with magic spells can get, you know. Did you get the new Epic game? There's a new Epic game. What kind of game is there? Cute, cozy train sim? What do you mean train? Like managing trains or something? I didn't take it. I'll have to have a look later. Haven't checked it out because I have Xbox Game Pass. I'll have to have a look if it sounds interesting. Because, I don't know, most of these, like, manage your own city, train, parks, and stuff games are fun for 5 minutes, but that's about it. Honestly. And maybe that's just me being judgy, but that's the way it is. I've been craving a lot of RPG currently. But good RNG is needed too much in this. Because everything is now a game with service. Nothing can be just a normal single player game anymore. Sad but true. Da, da. And the music changed right when I was getting into it. Thank you, thank you. Superb. Ugh. Okay, I'm melting in heat. I have to cut this short before I die. It just looks cute. I mean, that's an argument. Okay, thanks for being here today. It was a nice game. I have to admit, I did really like that. Even though the cliffhanger was not that nice. Too much cliffhangery. I didn't expect there to be such a big cliffhanger in the end. Guess we'll die. And I hope to see you again next time. Bye-bye.